Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Well, Texas State Technical College offers various programs to help students achieve a great education and the career of their dreams. Their team works year-round to make sure students are learning all that they can. So we went ahead and spoke with their surgical technician instructor and biomedical equipment technology instructor for those details. Go ahead and take a look.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yolanda Ramirez. I'm an instructor with the TSTC Surgical Technology Program. So I'm here today to give you a little bit more information about our program and everything that we have to offer. Our program is for students who are interested in working in the operating room. We work very closely within the OR team. We work side by side with surgeons and perform various surgical procedures in various types of specialties. So we really try to teach our students the various instrumentation that's involved in surgical procedures, as well as the equipment. Nowadays, a lot of the surgical procedures are being done minimally invasive. So we've actually purchased a few new tools and pieces of equipment to better train the students in these minimally invasive surgical procedures so that they can be better prepared once they go out into the clinical site. Now, the first semester of the program, we spend a few weeks here in our TSTC Surgical Technology Lab. We spend time showing the students how to do a surgical hand scrub, how to don, their gown and gloves so that they can become sterile, how to set up a surgical case, and the things that they need to learn as far as principles of aseptic technique, the do's and don'ts of the OR. So all of this gets taught within the first few weeks of the program, and then from there, we transition them onto the clinical site so they can have some real life experiences. They do work alongside preceptors so that they can kind of show them exactly what it is that they're supposed to be doing. So we do have a very passionate team. We're very passionate about surgical technology. There are three of us. There's Miss Ana San Pedro, she's our program director. Myself, Yolanda Ramirez, I'm an instructor. And we have our clinical coordinator, Marisa Gonzalez. All three of us are graduates of the program here at TSTC, so we can actually offer our firsthand experience with the student. The profession of surgical technology is in high demand. Currently, we have positions available for the majority of our graduates. We've had 100% placement the past few years. There's also so many available positions outside of the Valley as well that we can network with. So every month we host informational sessions. There's a link. I can provide you with the link so that you can share. And in these information sessions, we provide information pertaining to what the requirements are of the program, what's needed, what courses, prerequisites, things like that. Usually we have 3 semesters of prerequisite courses. And then once the student completes those prerequisite courses, they can then apply to the program. We start taking applications every late spring, early summer. We do enroll 30 students. So the lab sim is a high fidelity laparoscopic simulation. This gives the students the most realistic training environment for the operating room. It also provides module simulations, which include camera navigation and instrument coordination. Both of these skills, they do help the student to achieve that manual dexterity that's needed to assist the surgeon during these laparoscopic procedures. So I think this lab simulator is going to be great. It also allows the students to interchange between instrumentation throughout the procedure, which is amazing because that's something that we do in the OR as well. It's needed to know and understand, the different pieces of anatomy and what instrumentation is needed for that specific anatomy. And it really challenges the student to be a little bit more aware of how to maneuver the camera, which is something that sometimes our students tend to struggle with. So if they're able to navigate the camera, they're able to locate that specific piece of anatomy as well that we need for that surgical procedure. And with the lab sim, at the end of each exercise, the student is able to get an overall score of how they did. So we're able to track the students' performance and they're able to see where they're deficient in and how they can improve. So the goal here with the lab sim is going to be to have these skills that they're learning here on with the TSTC training, to have them transferred to the operating room when they go on to the clinical site.
Good morning, my name is David Sanchez. I'm the IBM for the Biomedical Equipment Technology Program in Harlingen. What we do is basically teach students how to fix medical equipment. With that said, you're going to dive into the electronic components of the equipment, how to calibrate, how to repair, the equipment. This is a diverse equipment in the hospital and clinical settings. Students will learn how to calibrate machines, how to repair them, how to balance them if it's balancing. You will be able to work at different industries within the medical field, hospitals, clinics, third-party vendors that fix medical equipment for hospitals through subcontractors. Our students make really good salaries. I mean, starting, they're making anywhere from $21 an hour. They can make all the way to $37, $38 an hour within the field. So, students can be placed here in the Valley at various hospitals, and most of our students will be told or asked to move out of the Valley because there's more opportunities outside of the Valley. Here in the Valley, we only have 4 hospitals that we work with. Even though they do hire the majority of our students, or most of our students are hired here at the hospitals locally, but as we know, the hospitals get filled up quick, and people since they're good paying jobs, they don't really leave those jobs there. They stay there. So we ask everybody who comes into a program if they're willing to travel outside the Valley and live outside the Valley or move, and everybody says yes. And they get their jobs either in Houston, in the state of Texas, Austin, San Antonio, Corpus, Amarillo. We have students as far as Utah, in Florida, Louisiana, other states as well. We have our instructors are seasoned veterans in the biomed field. We have one with 20 years experience and the other one with about 18 years experience. And together we have about 40 to 45 years of experience in the biomed field. You will learn, like I said, a lot of electronics, but you will learn a lot of the networking as well, because now medical devices are being able to put them on the network. And for those of you that don't know what a network is, it is just a series of computers that are able to communicate with each other.
Feel free to visit tstc.edu for more information on these programs and more. All right, well, that's all of our time for now. We want to thank you again so much for joining us this morning, and be sure to tune in again next time because we'll have a lot more in store for you. Now, don't forget to follow our team on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes sneak peeks at what we're filming for the show, and visit valleycentral.com to rewatch some of today's favorite segments. We've got all of that and so much more next time on Valley por Vida. We'll see you then.